The choice is clear.
Nebraska's hot country.
Y102.
Business is just fantastic right now. We got a great ag economy, and that's supporting a lot.
These are some of the best times we've seen. These times are really good.
Oh, Nebraska's awesome.
No place like Nebraska.
Nebraska and awesome are not two words you usually hear in the same sentence. Almost the size of the entire UK, and with a population smaller than Manchester's, this is classic overfly country, ignored by the rest of the US, which it turns out is a big mistake. So the rest of America may be having a miserable time, but if you want to be rich, come to Nebraska and be a farmer. There's a gold rush going on here, and it's because of this stuff, corn. The price of corn has tripled in the last decade. Why? Because places like India and China simply can't get enough of this stuff.
This is our combine. On the front here is our corn head.
And how much did this cost you?
The new ones will run you list at about $600,000.
This thing, $600,000?
Yes. For something you're only using 6 weeks a year, it's a pretty major investment.
Brandon Honeycutt loves his new combine harvester, which is just as well, because it costs 3 times as much as a large family house here.
Go over to
Equipped with an onboard computer, an iPad, a sat-nav, an Android phone, this high-tech monster cuts the corn that feeds the pigs that fill the stomachs of Asia. Oh yes, it also makes the ethanol for American petrol. So you've really never had it this good, have you?
No, we really haven't. You know, the short time I've been around on this planet, you know, there's probably the really good time was right when I was a baby, and now this is probably 38 years later. This is another really good time, and so there's been a lot of ebbs and flows, but nothing this good.
And by the way, Brandon is a postmodern farmer, which means that he's on Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course Twitter. His finger never off the racing pulse of commodity prices and land values, which keep going up in this part of America.
Take a look, folks. Good piece of dirt for you.
The land auction in Bennington at the American Legion Hall.
Good piece of dirt, folks. That's why we're all here today, is to bid on the farm.
The price of that good piece of dirt has increased fourfold in 5 years.
What is it? 5600, 100, what is it? 56.
Don't worry, I too can't understand a word of what he's saying.
What is it? 59.
But all you need to know is that land prices in the rural Midwest are doing the opposite to house prices in the rest of America.
50 and 75. And now 67, 25, 67.
They continue to shoot up, even prompting whispers of a bubble.
8,025, 8,025. Sold the farm.
No wonder you've never seen a nicer line of brand new pickup trucks outside the auction house. There is a ton of extra cash here, and not all of it from the grain being shipped in these freight trains. Astonishingly, the farming community of states like Nebraska and neighboring Iowa is still receiving billions in indirect subsidies on products like corn for ethanol, as well as direct payments to each farming family. It's a legacy of the Depression, which in this part of the country now seems like a very distant era.
No question about it, we have a phenomenal income year that is what be on record.
You're doing better than Wall Street.
Oh, by far.
And you're still getting farm subsidies.
We are getting some portion of the farm program in terms of subsidies.
Isn't that absurd?
It gets to be a questionable call at this point in time. Yes, it does.
And in terms of direct payments from the government, how much does your family get a year at the moment?
Somewhere around $20 an acre. So, you know, if we're farming 3,000 acres, you know, it's $60,000.
That's money you don't need.
You know, the direct payments, well, I don't think we need them anymore.
You'd be happy to say to the government, take the money back?
Yeah, just take it.
It's not something you hear too often, and indeed they may be taking him up on his word. Those direct payments could be scrapped by the end of the year. Football night at the Wahoo High School. The Warriors against the Cavaliers. This is serious local stuff. Once upon a time, the kids here would have been dreaming of leaving their parents' farm as soon as possible, but not anymore. Elsewhere in America, such iconic scenes have been soured by shrinking schools and rising poverty rates. But this place feels like a time warp.
Touchdown Warriors!
We just enjoy what we got right now.
You're having a good time.
Having a good time, yes. So this is fantastic. Nothing better than this.
Can the good times last in this state?
Oh yeah, they always will. It's all about the people. It's the people and the work ethic.
The American dream kept alive, not in an industrial powerhouse or in Silicon Valley, but here in small town America, back on the farm, where it all started. Matt Fry, Channel 4 News, Nebraska.